So we'll begin today sitting cross-legged, and it's nice, I think, to pull the flesh of the buttocks back behind the sit bones. If that works for you, go ahead. I like to sit up on a little cushion and just off the front of it so that my pelvis is slightly tilted down. That feels supportive to me if you want to try that. And then we'll begin with a nice deep full breath, filling the body. And then exhaling slowly through the mouth, letting the shoulders relax down, letting the eyes close if that's available to you, otherwise just gazing down. Feeling the sit bones, imagining that all the muscles around the sit bones just give way, allowing the buttocks to drop more fully into the earth. And then feeling the belly, letting the floor of the belly similarly drop down. And then the outer walls of the belly just release open. Noticing if the breath changes as you do that. And noticing the weight of the hands resting on the legs, whether they're palms up or palms down. Just letting the hands and arms relax. Letting the shoulders relax. Like ice to water. And then water to gas. And then feeling the muscles in the face relax. Letting a softness come across the face. Almost like the face is melting under a warm sun. And then we'll bring our attention to the breath. And begin to deepen the breath so that it moves fully into the belly, wide across the ribs, and up into the chest. Moving upward on the inhale, and then downward on the exhale as the belly returns back to the original resting position. And then we'll all turn the palms down onto the knees. And on an inhale, pull the hands into the knees, sending the chest forward, the shoulder blades back, and the eyes up. And then exhale, round the back, drop the chin, the tailbone tucks under, leaning away from the hands. Inhale, hands pull in, the front body expands outward, the eyes lift upward. Exhale all the air out as the belly moves toward the spine. Yay, someone's there. We'll just do this a little bit longer so that Kelly can get a little bit of it in before we start to move into some deeper stretching. This spinal movement is really maybe the most important thing we do anyway. Keeping the spine flexible not only keeps the back healthy, but really the whole body. Two more. Beautiful. And then lift the arms, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Resting the hands, dropping the head. And then let the elbows bend. Doesn't matter how close to the floor you are or aren't. Just put some slack in the arms so that you're not rigid and holding yourself up with nowhere to go. And see if the head might relax down a little bit more. And then on the exhales, draw the belly back toward the spine. Sink the weight of the body over, surrendering to gravity. Feel the way the body expands with the in-breath, taking interest in the relationship between the position the body's in and where the breath goes and how much of your body you can breathe into. We want to try to cleanse the body with the breath, like wash through the body with the breath. So we're looking to breathe into as many spaces as possible, allowing the breath to gather up whatever tensions and toxins may be dormant in the body so that we can exhale and release them out. Relaxing the arms and hands. And then start to roll yourself up, walking the hands in, using an inhale to reach the arms up high. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Maintaining a steady, deep breath. Noticing the cross of your legs, which leg is in front or on top. And then releasing the hands and releasing the legs. You might shake the legs out. If it would feel good, you can rub the knees. Yeah, you can move the feet around. And then we'll cross the legs with the other leg in front or on top. Sitting nice and tall, really sinking down into the sit bones. Feeling the heart lifting with the peak of the inhale. The shoulder blades relaxing down the back as you exhale. And then we'll start to circle the body around at the hips. And we'll move the spine forward and back as we do this. So as we come across the front of the circle, the chest extends forward and the eyes lift up. And we round the back as we go through the back of the circle. We inhale as we come across the front. Exhale through the back. As a rule, anytime the belly moves toward the spine like it does in this rounding, we're going to exhale. And on your next breath, reverse directions. Next breath, come center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding over. If the hands can touch the ground, let the elbows sink down. Let the head relax toward the ground. And try to relax the mind. There's nothing to do. Just be here with the breath. Feel it coming in and expanding inside the body, going out and helping the body to relax. Maybe the breath can get into a couple more nooks and crannies inside of you as you deepen it. Maybe you can let go even more on the exhale. Sometimes we don't notice the ways that we're holding ourselves up. And then we can really just commit to letting go. And we see, yeah, this was engaged and doesn't need to be. And then begin to walk the hands in, roll the spine up, reach the arms up as you inhale. Exhale the hands together at the heart. And then releasing the hands and the legs. Shake them out. And then we'll just roll the feet around a few times in circles. And reverse. And back to stillness. Flex and point. Stay connected to your breath. And relax the feet. And come and bring the right foot up onto your lap. We haven't worked with our feet in really a long time, well over a year. So we're going to start by bringing the thumbs to the area just below the toes, at the very top of the foot, and just press one thumb alongside the other, working your way across. If there's a place that hurts in particular, you might stay there a little bit and give it a little extra love and care. So all these spots correspond to different parts of the body, various organs and whatnot. And usually if there's a place that's sore, it's reflective of maybe some stagnancy in the corresponding body part. And then we'll go back across the other way. I'm going to hang out in this spot, but you keep going. Okay, now we're going to use our thumbs and make big sweeping motions from the bottom to the top of the foot, the sole of the foot. I'm pressing pretty firmly. Good. Now we're going to bring the hands around to the outside of the heel and rub deeply there. So first we're at the inner heel, moving from kind of the Achilles toward the ankle. And then we'll use the fingers on the other side and we'll go in the opposite direction. We'll pull from the ankle toward the heel, kind of rubbing in nice and deep there. Okay. And then with the foot on the ground, we'll just take the fingers and just rub toward the toes, off the toes. Beautiful. And release that one. come and bring actually the leg can be straight, and then we'll bring the left foot in. So same thing, starting at the pad at the top of the foot with the thumbs, just pressing straight down, going across. You don't have to do the side effects, but you can. The sound effects. And we don't have a lot of time to spend on this, but if there is a spot that's really sore, I encourage you to revisit it later. We go across once and then back again. Okay. And then we'll take the thumbs and do some sweeping motions up the center of the foot. Okay. And then we'll bring the thumbs to this area here between the heel and the ankle and rub away from you with the thumbs. Lots of muscles there that serve us so well every day and virtually get ignored all the time. Okay, and then we'll use the fingers to dig around to the outside of the foot and pull from ankle toward the heel, rubbing in as deep as you can. I guess my feet really needed it. I think all of ours probably do, and we have no idea until suddenly we're rubbing and realizing, ow, there's a lot of tension there. All right, bring the foot down and then just press the top in sweeping motions toward and off the toes. Good. And we're done. And you can just cross the feet at the ankles and flip over onto hands and knees. And let's move the body a little bit from side to side now, sending the hips to the left, sending the head to the left, so you're creating a C shape with your spine, letter C, and then going the other way. Hips lifting up toward the shoulder that your head is looking over. Going back and forth just to warm up the lateral movement of the spine before we do some side stretching. And then you can come to stillness and send the left foot out to the side. Walk the hands in to roll yourself up. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, coming down to the left, Letting your left hand come to the leg, the right arm come overhead, and then turn your head up. Maybe the eyes can close, helping you to connect more with the inner experience. Breathing, expanding, relaxing. Slowing the breath down and feeling it fill into the right side. And on that long, slow exhale, sinking down into the left side. And then inhale the right arm up. And exhale, bringing the hand to your right heel. If it doesn't reach, you can curl the toes under. And if it still doesn't reach, just bring the hand to the hip instead. That's fine. Leaning back, straighten the left leg, bring the left arm up, drop the head back, bring the ribs forward, lift the chest, breathe into it. Really try to straighten that left leg. Can you feel the breath expanding into your chest? And release the left arm down, drop the head, bring both hands to the ground, keeping them in front of you and off to the right. Swing the left leg forward, coming onto the heel, and then one hand on either side of the leg. And then just do a little pivot with your hips, like you're turning them a little bit to the left. Actively flex the left foot, inhale and look up. And then exhale, draw the belly toward the spine and bend the elbows, drop the torso. The hands may not come to the floor for everyone. Then hopefully you have some blocks, or if you're practicing from home, you can always use cans from your kitchen or pillows from anywhere. With each exhale, letting the elbows bend, letting the torso drop, letting all the air release out. Inhale long and smooth. Recommit to relaxing the arms again and again. It's common that they'll want to brace and get tense. That's fine. Just stay present enough to recognize it and let it go. And then lift your head, bend your front knee, shift your weight forward, coming into a lunge. Letting that right hip aim toward the left foot. And then bring the tailbone down and under. Lift at the chest. So you want to make sure that your foot isn't behind your knee. That becomes stressful on the knee. And also this shin is really a nice anchor to drop down from. Good. Now we're going to bend that back knee. So depending on what you're practicing on, you may be on too hard of a ground. You might need to double your mat under your right knee to protect it. As we bend the knee, we're going to reach the left hand back for the right foot and pull the heel toward the buttock. And then let the ribs turn a little bit to the left and look over the left shoulder. Keep breathing slow and deep, moving with the twist. The more you straighten your spine and elongate your body, the more you'll be able to twist. And release the foot. Return the hand to the inside of the left leg, sending the leg back. Just taking a moment here in stillness. Just letting the body come back to its center. And then we'll extend the right leg out to the side. So the foot is in line with the knee. And then walk the hands in, rolling yourself up, reaching up with an inhale. Exhale, right hand down onto the leg, left arm over to the right, rolling the gaze up. And again, if you're able to close your eyes comfortably, it's always helpful. It allows us to feel the breath and maybe to understand that there's actually more space in the body to breathe than we normally breathe into. We normally take such shallow breaths. We breathe about a fifth of our actual capacity and miss out on all of that oxygen and all the other benefits of breathing deep. The nervous system loves it. All the tissue in the body benefits. And then we'll inhale and lift up. Exhale, bringing the hand to the heel, curling the toes under if you need the heel a little higher, or just taking the hand to the hip is fine. And then right arm lifts up, the head drops back, the right leg is straight. Bring the ribs forward and under, the chest up, breathing up into the heart, relaxing back into the exhale. And then returning the right hand down, left hand down. Swing the right leg forward, coming onto the heel, and then bring one hand to either side of the leg. And then we'll just rotate the hips and pelvis a little bit to the right. Inhale and look up. Exhale, bending elbows, dropping head, drawing the belly toward the spine. Slow breath, smoothly flowing through the body, slowly leaking out, relaxing down, letting go. Relaxing the arms and hands. And then lift the head, bend the front knee, shifting the weight forward, coming into a lunge. Aim the left hip bone for the right foot, and then tuck the tailbone under, lifting the chest. Exhaling, sinking the weight of the hips. And then we'll bend that back leg. Again, protecting the knee if you need to. Reaching the right hand back for the left foot. Hopefully, if it doesn't reach, you have something handy that you can wrap around the foot and then hold with your hands so that you can still draw the foot in toward you. Pant leg might be accessible even if the foot isn't. And just draw the heel toward the buttock. And then lengthen the spine, moving the chest away from the hips, and turn the ribs to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Again, long spine is easier to twist. Space between the vertebrae. And release, bringing that right hand to the inside of the foot to send the leg back. And then placing the hands shoulder width apart, slightly in front of the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide. Good. And then just bend the elbows out to the side. And then roll the elbows back to face the thighs. And feel how the upper back responds to this. Maybe the breath goes there. And then curl the toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale and lift the knees. Keeping the elbows rolled down toward the ground. Push forward into the hands, especially the fingers. And lengthen the hips back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. So we don't want the length to happen in the shoulder space, but in the spine. We hug the shoulders into the body and let the hips move back away from the shoulders. Press the thighs back toward the wall behind you. Press the heels down. Constantly shifting weight from the fingers to the heels. I like to inhale and focus on the length from the hands to the sit bones, and then exhale and lengthen down from the sit bones to the heels. Lifting the belly toward the spine on the exhale, dropping the chest and head. Lots of space in the body for that breath to really flow. Feel it and appreciate it. Such a gift to breathe. Millions of people over the world hooked up to respirators, and here we are, just breathing freely. And then we'll walk the feet up toward the hands with soft knees and the chin to the chest, slowly rolling up, coming up and letting the arms lift up overhead with an inhale, and then exhaling the hands down to the center of the chest. Feeling the breath rise up to greet the palms of the hands. Feeling the feet settling down into the ground. Sinking weight down into the left leg. Letting the body shift a little bit so that it lines up right over that left foot. Slowing the breath down and keeping your focus on the movement of the breath. And then letting the eyes gently open. And we'll lift the right knee up. So some of you will just have the leg at a right angle like this. And some of you will be able to straighten the leg and take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. If not, the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. The right hand starts out to the side, just straight out to the side. And then we'll lift up really tall through the crown of the head. And then you're going to slowly move your gaze point across to the right, letting the body turn, letting the arm move back behind you. Slow breaths filling in and emptying out. The more you breathe and the more you focus on your breath, the easier the balance. And the more you'll benefit from the twist. Release the hand, come back around to the front, come to stand, close the eyes, feeling the weight of both feet on the ground again. And then shifting weight into the right foot. Really take your time. I see people hurrying so much to get into the balance only to fall out of it. And it's like trying to grow a tree before the roots have moved down into the soil deep enough to support the weight of the trunk. It's going to fall over. So really send your energy down into that right foot, your attention into your breath, and then open the eyes. And we'll lift that left leg and bring the hand either across to the knee or to the outside of the foot, straightening the leg if you can. And then we'll start with the left arm straight out to the side, lifting tall through the crown of the head, nice long breath in. And then exhale, turn the ribs, bring the hand back behind you. Continuing to lengthen up with each inhale. Then turn, squeeze the air out, squeeze the tension out of the spine. On the exhale. And release the hand, come back to the front. Just stand for a moment, letting the shoulders relax, feeling the body breathe. And then reach the arms up, inhale. Clasp the hands, bring them behind the back of the head. Inhale, reach the elbows back. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. And pointing the elbows toward the thighs, and then maybe beyond the thighs if you have that capacity. Pushing down into the feet, pulling up through the thigh muscles, pulling up the creases at the tops of the thighs, and then as you exhale, pulling up the belly toward the spine. Slow, long breaths. And then bring the hands to the ground, bend the knees, lower the buttocks all the way down toward the heels and onto the back. Coming to lay on your back. Lift the knees. Open the knees out and straighten the legs. Extending out through the heels. Holding on to the thighs, either from above or below. Pressing out. Breathing in. Relaxing down. Beautiful. And then bring the knees in, hug them in, and then straighten the left leg and hug just the right knee in, flexing the left foot. Bring the left knee in, straighten the right leg, flexing the right foot. As if the reaching out of the right heel helps to extend your breath. And bring the right knee in, bring both feet onto the ground. Lift the tailbone, tuck it under, release it down, release the legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now, and then we'll all let the arms rest out to the side, away from the body, and let the legs rest out away from each other. Shake the legs out. And then come to rest. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing the body into the earth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the jaw, letting the lips slightly part, the mouth relaxed. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, letting go of the thoughts, the memories, the fantasies, all the activity of the mind. And then even letting go of the breath. Just allowing the breath to happen freely without agenda or control. And bringing your attention to the feel of the breath. Wherever you feel it most easily in the body, just let your awareness rest there. Noticing if perhaps you're inclined to control the breath. Sometimes that happens when we watch it closely and then just letting it go again. And noticing if the mind wants to engage in various other things and letting those go as well. Just coming back to the single pointed attention of the breath, letting everything else go. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking side to side. Gently across your back. Feeling that massage. And then coming center, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, and resting your awareness in the benefits of your practice. Feeling the goodness that's here, or whatever else may be present. Slowly coming up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Sitting anywhere you're comfortable. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.